Alrighty, y'all. It is Friday night, April the 11th. I'm a little late on this one. I had to really kind of think on how to put this. Oh my gosh. Listen to me, darling. It was a week. It was a day. All right. And I want you to keep this in mind. I don't want you to feel hopeless by the barrage of what they are doing. I want you angry. Remember what I said? If you're on the subscriber card pull, angry gets shit done. And now is the time for justice against injustices. Now is the time to channel rage into advocacy and fighting for justice. So if you feel something bubbling up and it's bothering you, baby, take advantage of that steam. Take advantage of the steam. Okay? And if you need any more incentive, take advantage of the steam for me, because people like me, we have to stay home. You see what happens when we go out. We want to join the fray, but it's a risk. Depending on where you are. I'm a mom of three. Something happens to me. We have to sit this one. It's not even about the choice. You see what they're doing. You see that they are backed up by the remaining branches. They are not protecting people. Okay. They are sending, what was his name? Mahmoud Khalil. Apologies if I'm butchering it. I did not write anything down today. I am riffing this. All right. They found that his ideology is a potential risk of some sort to the nation. Okay, he was just peaceful protesting, didn't do anything, didn't destroy anything, didn't threaten anyone, speaking his mind, kicking him out for speaking his mind for dangerous ideology. Remember? On the talk post today, I said, okay, so frozen water is now officially the thought police. We have official thought police where they are judging our content to see if it aligns with the regime. And if it doesn't, they can punish you for disagreeing. This is the land of freedom and the age of freedom. And I want you to pay attention to the people that are calling this freedom. It's Steeple people, right? Steeple people call extreme control freedom. Okay. All they ever mean is they want to be able to tell you how to do everything. If they could regulate and charge you for breathing and blinking, they would. There's no bottom for these folks. So it starts. I want to remind you that when this started, it was supposed to be dangerous criminals and illegals. I'm doing my air quotes for those who are listening, meaning people who snuck in, people who have done no paperwork whatsoever, just floating under the radar, cash under the table, years and years. And I'm not trying to demonize that. I'm just saying that was supposed to be. Okay, look where we are. We, in just a handful of months, have gone from, oh, it should be criminals and people who really shouldn't be here, to, yeah, no, it doesn't matter if you have your papers. Doesn't matter if you were in stages of legality. Doesn't matter if you were doing everything you were supposed to. Now, in addition to that, remember, everything they do to a lesser community is a test run for everyone else. So they're already talking about getting rid of citizens for things they don't like, which would be ideas they don't like, which would be anyone who's not a fan of the regime, anyone who's not willing to wear the mark of the beast, the little gold pin that he's starting to require from loyalists. We're already here. All right. For folks who know what that means, already there, already requiring visible signs of loyalty to him, not to the country, not to the Constitution, not to him. Okay, we're already there. It's not cute. It's not like a game. And I want to say it a little more lightly so I can laugh. But I want it to be seriously accepted. Okay, so let's go a little further. If you know anything about Handmaid's Tale, you know that freezing assets of women was what happened in New Gilead, where they just one day women were cut off from everything. Everything didn't matter if they had property. Everything was seized. You could not have it in your own name. Had to be a husband, father, Bible days. Okay. The Social Security Administration just marked 6,300 migrants in the system as deceased, therefore taking away their access to jobs, bank accounts, essentially freezing their assets, seizing their assets. I'll repeat, Social Security. So meaning even if they weren't fully naturalized citizens, they were on some form of legal authorization to work and were tax-paying persons, living, earning, contributing. And that has been taken away for no reason, not because they're violent criminals, not because they did something wrong, just because that is who the regime is testing everything out on first. The administration sold a man to another country where he had a price on his head. The court said to bring him back, and they are now throwing a fit like a teenager. Oh, well, we don't have to bring him back. Well, the order said we have to facilitate it, but we don't have to do it. And people are starting to wonder, can we get proof of life? And they're not offering proof of life either. They can't give the courts too much information. They can't say anything, but they can't prove anything. They can't say where he is. They can't say anything. And they're not going to cooperate. Yeah, take that, okay, and ball it up and get ready to use it, like I said, as fuel, darling, as absolute fuel, because this whole thing only goes away when everyone gets angry enough. 3.5%, I believe that's like 12 million people. Last weekend, we had 5 and change in the United States, not counting around the world, okay? We're keeping this rolling. We need 12 million. And then, Mr. Miso's ready for his dinner. Or actually not his dinner, it's his bedtime. And he gets his squeezy snack at bed, and he loves it. So he is like, excuse me. It took me a minute before I hopped on this, because I really had to think of how to say this and how to present this. Because usually I try to be so light and bubbly, but this it's serious. These are alarm bells, okay? We are looking at just blatant disregard for anything that is checks and balances. And no, there are not going to be any breaks whatsoever in Congress, okay? There's only so much the blues can do, and we've already seen. It's minimal, all right? In terms of what they can do to get in the way. And do we really want to wait? Do you really want to wait? You want to wait for more court shit? You want to wait for more, I mean, go ahead, be my guest. But right now, over 6,000 people just found out they can't access any of their money. And they're supposed to self-deport somehow. They've been marked as dead in our system. Their assets have been seized without any reason, no due process, no criminal activity. They're not even illegal. So they're seeing what they can get away with. Can they disappear people and refuse to bring them back? Can they seize the assets of thousands of persons with legal authorization that are contributing to society? Can every time they scoop someone up, they just retroactively say, oh, they must have been a criminal or something? For everyone, and for the folks who think it's not me, it's that Venezuelan family over there, it will be. This is only going to last for so long. This is only going to last for so long. They are coming for everyone. But right now, darling, this right here helps a lot for the public demonstrations, which is why I need y'all to do it, because I can't. And I can't, so I need someone to do it for me. I need vicarious people to just, alabaster accomplices, to get out there and use the rage for good trouble, for advocacy, for justice, because there is no line, there is no bottom, and there's I mean, you know what I'm going to say. You see these people. You see them all. And Mikey Johnson has said plenty of times they're giving him whatever he wants. They're making that, they are paving the way. There will be no resistance. They will legislate support if they need to. I keep saying it. Does these sound like people that are leaving? Do these sound like people that plan on getting voted out? Resigning? Yeah. Or do these seem like those, that spot in the litter box, the one that you just can't get without the good scraper, that, the one I'm talking about. You got to get in there. You got to get the elbow grease. You got to just scrape every last bit of it and throw it away. So, get angry. Because angry gets shit done. Channel that shit. Justice, right? I mean, it can't just be me. Can't just be me.